You know, I really do get sick and tired of dealing with stupid people. And I mean, I have to say it just like that, stupid people. I make settings so that people can take advantage of the better level of a picture quality a television can offer. I mean, it's really black and white. And of course, you're always going to have your haters in life no matter what you do. But it gets very stressful and irritating when you're the only person in the entire industry that can make these settings. But at the same token, you're the only one in the industry constantly ridiculed and constantly told that your settings don't look good or, you're full of shit. It never looked that washed out. I can literally in real time on camera, like this is, if you want to know the level of brain dead some individuals have, you can be on camera in real time. You can open up your settings just like this. Check me out, okay? We're in settings. We're going to go down to filmmaker mode. I genuinely, by the way, as a special note, have no fucking idea what filmmaker mode is to some people. It's like the second coming of Christ, you would think, because of the way they behave. They defend it like nothing I've ever seen. Good luck on them defending their religion like that, though, right? It's stupid. You go on reset, okay? Can we all see on camera that this says reset? And can we all understand that if I hit reset at that point, there is not a thing I can do? In fact, can we go on camera? We can see I toggle up to reset, okay? It turns from the gray color at the top and it's going to turn white. So I've highlighted it. I'm going to take my finger. You're going to see me push it and you're going to hear the click. You ready? I'll be dead silent first. Okay, so you hear the reset. The reset clearly fucking happened. This is filmmaker mode. I don't have the ability to make it look worse. This is what it looks like. So when I see comments that say bullshit, I have a C2. I've never had such a washed out image in filmmaker mode. And black levels on the C5 are gray. LOL, you are not serious. Well, if you pay attention, you understand that filmmaker mode flattens the image. There is no way to flatten the image without on certain kinds of image quality that, again, goes for a more washed out look. Again, washing out the picture. It is the most irritating thing I have to deal with day in and day out. And similarly, I will show you in the same fashion. Here is my Samsung remote, okay? I'm going to open up my S90D, okay? We are going to go into the settings. We are going to go into picture presets. We are going to go down into filmmaker mode. And I will go the extra step of going into expert settings, scrolling all the way down to the bottom on this TV as well, and hitting reset. It's going to turn from this dark blue color to white. It's highlighted now. You're going to listen to me click it on my remote. I'll be dead silent so you can hear me do that. It is now reset and it tells you the picture has been reset in the middle. Okay? I cannot make it look any worse than what it actually looks like. Filmmaker mode looks like shit. You can't call it anything else. I mean, you can, but you'd be being dishonest, as most people usually are fucking dishonest. And that's fine. Look, if you want to defend filmmaker mode, by all means, at least give something to the argument outside of my settings are saturated and everything is on max color and everything is just overblown. Because if that is the case, how is it possible that in so many side-by-sides with filmmaker mode, it is visibly better to a point where you are now doubling, tripling, quadrupling, umpteenth down on the fact that filmmaker mode looks so amazing and you just can't live without it? Why are you in such a double down, quadruple down defense on filmmaker mode? I mean, these are all the types of people like Tech with KG and freaking, those kinds of, they're not even purists. They're the kind of brain dead individual that believes truly that washed out image quality is literally all that there is. That there's nothing else. There's nothing else in the world that you could possibly have outside of blue washed out bullshit. And they compare blue washed out bullshit to blue washed out bullshit and go, well, this isn't as washed out as that, so this is better than that. Yeah, out of the box, the S90D no shit is going to be better than the LG. That's common sense. But don't you think if I could make it look better, I would? I mean, if I'm reviewing a product, hypothetically speaking, the goal is to see what the product can do and to represent its maximum capability. That is its maximum capability, not that blue washed out bullshit. And now comparatively, since I'm beating up on the LG C2, I'll show you this shit with another demo example as well. Why? So I'm beating up on the LG C2. Okay, facts. Let's pretend they're facts. I'm beating them up. So then explain to me how filmmaker mode, that in this video, that was just reset without a single pause, literally looks bad on the Samsung S90D. How does it look so fucking bad? Tell me. How is it washed out? How is it ugly? How is it looking? You know what I mean? Like, how are we losing color comparatively to the LG? It doesn't have quantum dot color. So how then are we losing in filmmaker mode? If we were just going to use your logic that I'm making the LG look bad, you forget yourself, okay? Whoever comments this kind of stuff. I have a plethora of TVs that I could show any number of examples with that have filmmaker mode built into them. And I can show you how vibrant it is right now. We'll go ahead and pause, okay? A lot of purists love using this because it again, with the Sony demos and the reference monitors, I've seen this on HDTV Test a few times, this particular demo. We pause right here. Explain to me how something without quantum dots holds that much color and that much beauty over this. And then I'll actually see you and raise you and show you the color space that I am in, because some people really don't understand this. So I'm literally, for dramatic sake, going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know how well you could see this. Kind of don't really care, because I shouldn't have to make a video like this when I'm the only one in the industry that knows how to change these picture settings for the better. This is BT601, the lowest operating color space. If it is the lowest operating color space, then it's the lowest operating color space. I can't get any better color out of it than this. Okay? So if I can't get any better color out of this, then this is a pretty big achievement, don't you think? When going up against something that's rocking the Rec 709, I'm still beating it. Doesn't that scream that there's a problem with the way this TV was adjusted? That's filmmaker mode in a nutshell. It has been reset in real time, and you saw that this is BT601, not even Rec 709. So what are we arguing here? I don't fucking know. But I do get really irritated, because to constantly have people sit up here, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it's daily. The arguments never end. And look, people are going to argue. I'm not immune to that. I'm human. So for people saying don't, pay attention to the haters, I got shit going on in my life. I got shit to do. And out of the goodness of my heart, I go and I try to make things better for people who maybe don't know that it can be better, and educate those who want to know. But then there are always, you guys have seen them, the assholes in the world that come out and they have so much shit to say. They always have an opinion. They can never be wrong. They can never taste a little humble pie and go, maybe I'm not exactly right on that. They always want to pretend that they know so much while providing fuck all nothing to the conversation. And I deal with this year after year after year, being told, oh, all your colors are always on 100. Everything's always just maxed out. No, it's not. If it was maxed out, you would see color bleeding like a motherfucker on everything. What you mean to say is there is so much more color over what filmmaker mode is offering that the guys that you champion can't compete with that. And that would be the case. That would be true. Because look at the pencils right now. You've seen all these colors in life. None of these colors look washed like this. This is washed out bullshit. And it happens in filmmaker mode like this every fucking time. Without fail. So again, for the billionth time, look at the images. Understand what they look like. It changes things for the worst. Filmmaker mode needs an adjustment to actually be worth your time. And I don't know how many people need to hear this, see this, feel this, be told this, but the colors don't look that fucking washed out. And when you look at everything washed out all the time and you program your brain into believing that everything, if it's not washed out, is just oversaturated, it means that you're used to desaturated color. And God bless you, that's your business. Do what you want to do. But picture quality isn't as limited as all that. There's a lot more to it than that, right? So if I go in again and I open up my settings and then I go in to show you what I actually created, that is what you would land on. You wouldn't land on this ugly bullshit that you have in filmmaker mode. And the moral of the story and the message here is, if you have the ability to get better, get better. Now again, for the useless idiots, useful idiots, and everyone in between, it's information. You don't have to listen, you don't have to take it, but you also don't have to come on day in and day out and sit here and try to get on my nerves, which, congratulations, I'm a human being and you've successfully done. It's fucking annoying. I don't like when people have so much to say, but there isn't a single point of reference, a single person other than myself they can point to that is capable of doing this. They haven't given me one person, but they have so much to say about how I can improve. Until you show me someone who's the measuring stick for me, shut the fuck up.